In this movie, I will explain the very attractive tax exemption program for foreign investors here in Katowice, in the region of Upper Silesia in Poland. Hi, my name is Mateusz Korus and I'm attorney at law in Poland. Today we are in Katowice, in the heart of the Upper Silesian Katowice metropolitan area. This metropolitan area is the biggest urban complex in Poland. With 2.2 million inhabitants, it's even bigger than Warsaw, the capital of Poland. But Katowice is also a very interesting place for foreign investments. Katowice has now a very strong machinery, automotive and production sector. Also the outsourcing centers and the IT sectors are gaining importance. Why Katowice is so interesting for foreign investors? 2018, Poland has changed its tax law regarding exemptions for foreign investors. The old system was more restrictive and investors could only invest in particular places in Poland that were covered by special economic zones. So the investor didn't have unlimited options to choose the location for the investments. Now, from 2018, the whole Poland is one big economic zone. For foreign investors, this means that they can invest wherever they want and they are able to receive tax exemptions. One of the most attractive exemptions that can be received are available here in the Katowice metropolitan area. As in whole Poland, depending on the size of the company of the investor and the place where the investment will be located, the companies can receive from 10 to even 70% of their investments as a return in tax credits. So more frankly speaking, they can receive from 10 to 15 years of a tax-free time in Poland. Here in Katowice, foreign investor can receive from 25 to even 45% of their investment back in form of tax credits. So Katowice with this number is in the middle of the locations of Poland. So why Katowice and the whole metropolitan area are a huge tax haven for foreign companies? This is because of the flexibility of the system here in Upper Silesia. As I said before, this region undergoes currently a transformation from old sectors into new sectors. So the sector will lose additional working places in the coal and metal industries, and the government wants to make the place more attractive for investments that will develop new jobs. So what makes Katowice metropolitan area so attractive for foreign investors? They can not only receive 25 to even 45% of the investment back in form of tax credits, but also the thresholds that allow investors to enter this program are very low in Silesia. Foreign investors, while making the decision to enter Poland, they typically consider 7 locations. Warsaw as the capital and the 6 main regional cities and urban areas here in Poland. In order to enter this program, the Polish investment zone, in other cities, investors need to invest at least between 5 and even 25 million euros in order to enter this program. This is for industrial projects. In the IT, outsourcing and R&D sectors, the thresholds are lowered, and in those other cities, companies will need to invest 1 million euro. Here in Katowice, the economy is as strong as those other cities. However, the thresholds are lowered to the absolute minimum. This means that companies that want to invest here in Katowice, they need to invest, depending on their size, between 100,000 euro and 500,000 euro in order to enter the program. So, especially in the industrial projects, those very high thresholds for other regions in Poland make investment in industrial projects not really attractive from the perspective of tax credits and tax exemptions available in Poland. This is why the metropolitan area of Katowice is so attractive for industrial investments. But Katowice is even more attractive for service, outsourcing, IT and R&D investments. The thresholds for those types of investments in Wrocław, or in Krakow, for instance, are at a level of above 1 million euro. This means that companies need to create investments of at least 34 employees, regarding the average pay in Poland of 1,100 euro per month. In Katowice, the companies will need to create only 4 jobs in order to enter this tax exemption program. This makes it very flexible for their investments to structure their investments. Katowice is currently preparing for those types of investments. In the next years, the total area of modern business spaces available for foreign investors will double in the city. And there are a lot of new developments like this one behind me that are currently under construction. But the whole area is also attractive not only to the tax exemptions. This is the biggest urban area in Poland with very attractive prices of housing. There are a lot of young people available. There are several higher education institutions active here in the region. This region has also very solid industrial and service industry that will be a very attractive surrounding for foreign investments. So, regarding the service, IT, outsourcing and R&D industry, Katowice will be a great choice, especially for the smaller projects and for international startups that are seeking a place to build their backup offices or to grow their operations. Industrial projects, due to not a lot of land available here in the city of Katowice, the investors will need to go around the city to the neighboring cities like Gliwice, Zabrze, Sosnowiec, Dąbrowa Górnicza, Ruda Śląska, Chorzów and others.